Welcome to World Drum Club. I'm Kalani Das, and this is another part in the series on facilitation qualities. This is about the follower quality. I made another video about the leadership qualities. If you haven't seen that one, that is the partner video to this video, and there are 7 other videos besides this one in the series, so make sure you check those out. We're talking about what it takes, or what are some of the qualities that you would want to embody to be a successful facilitator. And my experience is mainly in music facilitation, but these of course apply to anything that you want to facilitate. They're universal. So this is about being a good follower. And why do we want to be a good follower when we could be a leader or we can facilitate something? Isn't my job as the facilitator to lead the way? And yeah, it is some of the time. But how do you become an effective overall facilitator? Sometimes you need to really follow. And what are you following? You're following some of the impulses of your participants. You're listening to what they're saying or what they're doing, or you're watching what's happening. Of course, this relates to the observer quality, which I'll talk about in another video. But it's about, following is about letting go, not having expectations, being in the moment, not planning, being more supportive, being curious, looking at, okay, what are they doing? What's happening? What does it seem like? What's going on here? What does it seem like as the whole, what seems to be the direction that the overall group or maybe a subgroup of people want to go? And if you're constantly leading, if you're constantly out front, you can't see, where people might want to go. They might be trying to peel off in back of you. You're not going to see it. So you need to spend some time, and like I said, this relates to the observer, but observer is a little bit different. As a follower, a pure follower. So I could say, well, just do the opposite of leading, but that's not really what a follower is. Follower is more like a friend. You can think of it as a partner, a supportive role. It might look like, in a musical context, to imitate what somebody else is doing, right? Not have them imitate what you're doing. That's a leader role. That's the leader part, right? That's modeling. But to just find somebody who's randomly doing something, or find somebody at random who is doing something, and do what they're doing. Just imitate with them, synchronize with them, or play a supportive part to their part. And, let the group be your guide. Let the group lead you. Let other people lead you, and really step back and be a follower. Why would you do that? Well, first of all, you can step out of the leadership role. You can do that to release other people's creativity, right? Because if you're constantly giving people things to do, they're probably going to keep doing those things. And then you never get really to, okay, well, what would you do? What's your idea, right? So you really need to stop leading, and following gives you a way to stop leading, right? Because all of us have to be doing something all the time, right? You can't do nothing. So either you're leading or maybe you're following, right? So if you start following, it takes you out of the leadership role, and then it allows other people to step into a leadership role, right? So by actively pursuing that leadership quality and doing what a follower would do, you open up pathways for possibilities, for new possibilities and ideas that come from your participants. And then you can, like I mentioned, amplify those by synchronizing with them, repeating them, supporting them. And when I say them, I mean the person, but also those ideas, the manifestation, whether it's music or art or whatever it is. And that's how, you fulfill that follower role, right? So following isn't necessarily just, like we think, blindly following no matter what. It is a partner characteristic with the leadership. So if you're following and you feel like, all right, this is not moving in a productive direction, or there needs to be a change, you can always flip over and take on a leadership role, as much as you need to. What I like to do is get things going, provide a little bit of leadership, and then immediately step away. And we can call that fading. You're fading back, becoming one of the participants, or even in back of the participants. So you're really removed from that leadership role. Sometimes that's hard to do, because once you establish yourself as a leader, quote unquote, people will keep wanting to follow you. And sometimes you have to find sneaky ways of removing yourself from that leadership role so your participants can shine. And so they can really realize, like, okay, well, I guess I need to do that. I need to come up with some ideas, right? And if you don't get out of that leadership seat, you're implying to them that maybe they're not worthy of leading or they don't have any good ideas. And, that's not our goal, right? We want to empower people. And one of the best ways I know to do that is to give some examples and then step back and fade into the background for a little while and watch and see what happens. Okay, there are 6 other videos besides the leader and follower videos. Leader and follower are 2 partner videos. If you'd like to have the PDF that matches these talks, you can go to patreon.com/Kalani. And if you're a member of or supporter of the channel, you can download that with this post. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you are facilitating group music events or any kind of group process, I want to say thank you and congratulations. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope your participants enjoy it and appreciate it as well. All right. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon.